So the first way to get yourself out of a shooting slump is actually to not think about the thing that you want more than anything else. And the thing you want more than anything else is to make more shots. You got to get NATO, N-A-T-O, not attached to outcome. So we're gonna have Camille just go through a set of 10 right now, and she's gonna fight for her focus. She's gonna fight for her mind. She's gonna focus on something other than the make, because when you focus on the make, you actually miss it more. So Camille, what's one thing that you are focusing on right now that helps lead to the success you want?
Speeding up my hands.
All right, beautiful. So she's not attached to the outcome, she's attached to speeding up her hand. What's gonna be like a mental trigger for you, like a word or a phrase that you wanna say to yourself on the catch before you shoot?
I think drive.
Drive, beautiful, okay, good. So you're thinking drive. Maybe when you make a pass or a dare, you can be like, hey, drive those hands, drive those hands. Maybe after a shot, you might be like, nice drive. We're just gonna try to get that as your focus, because normally when you're rebounding or passing to someone, what do you celebrate? The makes, right? And that's being attached to the outcome. So you can help her in this as well. Nice drive. Good. You can hear her right now saying drive to herself over and over and over again. Just focus on drive. She's not trying to make shots. She's trying to drive. Good. Good. Flush and drive. Flush and drive. Good reset. Good reset. 2 more. Good. Good drive. Whenever doing a set, especially when you're being NATO, if you were too attached to the outcome on your last rep, you never end on that one. You always end on a positive. So even though we got 10 shots right there, I want you to get one more good drive, and when it feels good to you, we'll finish it. Beautiful. So that's the first step, is not thinking about the outcome, picking the thing that's going to help you. And if you want to find out more things that can help you, you can check out this video here where I transformed 5 shots in 5 minutes with 5 different players, so you can decide what you want to focus on. So the second way to get out of a shooting slump is just to consistently do the work. Most people, when they're shooting well, they're very energized, they're excited, they want to get in the gym and they want to train. And most people, when they're playing poorly or not getting very much playing time, they're less motivated to get in the gym. Well, the only way to get out of a slump is to consistently put in the work. And you'll see Diego behind me, he's working. When your energy is consistent, regardless of whether you're in a slump or not, you're going to improve. When your energy is inconsistent with the amount of success that you're having, it's going to prolong your slump. Establish what your rhythm is, what your ritual is, what your routine is, and consistently put in the work. The more you put in the work, the more chance you have of getting out of your shooting slump. Because the work is what determines if you have the courage to shoot, whether you're making it or not. Most players are actually in slumps when they go against tougher defense and high pressure situations at high levels of play. And when you feel those things, you actually speed up. When you speed up, you lose balance. Balance is the key to success. So if you are in a slump, just focus on balance, and that's what we're gonna do in a 3-step progression right here with our guy Diego. So all we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna blast the ball hard off the ground, so it's like hard to gather in our hands. We're gonna blast and pull. And when we pull the ball in, we're gonna load our hips. We call this load position. Load position is when our hips are loaded, when our hands are loaded, and when the ball gets tight to our body. That's what's loaded. It's hands, arms, and hips. Load. Now I'm actually having you pause at load for 1/1000. This is actually making sure that we get the weight off of our toes onto our whole foot with our hips back. And then from load, you're gonna jump and fire. So more importantly even than what you're doing here is what you're feeling. You're trying to get a feel to get yourself balanced. Really good. Good, good. And you'll notice that Diego's really imprinting the feeling of load position. What I love that Diego's doing here is he's not rushing into a shot. He's focusing on balance first, and he won't shoot it until he does get balanced. And here's a pro tip for you. In a real game, if you don't get balanced, if you don't get to a load position, don't shoot it. That's a recipe for just more misses. If you can't shoot at your speed from your load position on balance, you just get off the ball and try again the next time. That's another way to get out of a shooting slump. A little pro tip is take better shots. Beautiful. Okay, now progression number 2 on balance, okay, is now we're gonna get a little bit of motion into it. So now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go right hand dribble, left foot plant, and we're actually gonna then go into a hop and pull. So we're gonna add a little bit of motion. Now here's what you're gonna try to do on this. If you shoot one where maybe you get off balance and miss, the very next time you actually have to reset and reload before you go up into your balance shot. All right, so we're gonna make sure that you try to go between the pocket of speed shots, and then if I felt a little bit off balance, reload your balance and go right up into your shot. Good. You had good balance, now speed it up. Nice. Speed it up. That's good balance. Pull that ball in. Yes. Very good. Great balance. Good. Did you feel a little? Yeah. So now you got to tighten it up. Yes. And now you can add speed. This is what we call getting in the pocket. Push yourself out of the pocket, then reload into the pocket. His form's not changing here. It's just if he's getting on balance or not. Beautiful. One more. Oh yeah. We never finish on one of those. We finish on a perfect feeling. Was that a perfect feeling? Yes. It sure looked perfect. All right, beautiful. The next level is we add distance and we actually add more challenge. So now we're gonna go back behind the 3. We'll switch to the left hand. You can do both of these right-handed and left-handed. So on this one, we're gonna get the same plant, but now we're gonna get our plant with our hips completely sideways to the rim. So we're gonna dribble left, plant right, and we have to actually turn back into our stance. So we're adding the rotational need for balance. So it's here, balance, right up into our shot on that one. Ooh, that was nice. Pull it into your stomach on that balance, that same balance position. Yes, much better. Good. Pure. Good, let's pause. What did you feel on that last one? Yeah, you didn't quite get the ball there, right? Yeah, so that's what we're trying to learn. So, like when we add speed, when we add rotation, sometimes the ball's late or it's out of sequence. We got to get to the same load position, so keep fighting for it. Good work. Good fight. Beautiful. Good. Finish one with perfect balance. Did you like that one? I like that one as well. Excellent job. Excellent job. Beautiful. So whenever you're having trouble with a shooting slump, you're probably focusing on the wrong things. And if you can focus on balance, everything else is going to work out for you. Team Savvy, baby.